discuss about program number 16. Write a program in Java to input the length of the square and print its area parameter diagonal of a square using user choice. Remember this, whenever in the program it is asked that as per user choice, then this means we have to create the program using switch statement. So our program requirement is that user will enter the input of the as input the length of the square, or we can say the size of the side of the square, and we have to print area, parameter and diagonal of the square. Now we will create this program. So name of the class, so I'm going to name it as square, and we will create here main method public static void main with the class contains data and functions. So this is the functions are also known as methods, remember this. So here our as per our requirement that we will ask the user to enter the side of the square. Okay, so here we will use here to int one variable as choice, that if user enter 1, then okay, that particular case will be executed, and okay, that particular choice will be if user enter 1, then we have to print area. If user enter 2, then parameter. If user enter 3, then diagonal. If user enter any other value as a choice, then we will print that invalid choice. Okay, so this is the program, and we will ask also user to enter the side. Okay, side. So int, we will use here one variable side, two values that we will accept from the user. One is the choice and another is the side. So after that we will create the program. We will use your switch statement. Switch is a keyword. This choice variable we have used as a that will be matched with the case constant, so that will be switch control variable. Okay, remember this, user will enter the value and that will be matched with the case constant. If you remember, we had studied switch statement. So that value stored in control variable, this choice is the control variable for switch statement, and the value that will be entered by the user, that will be matched with the case constant of the cases, different cases of switch. So our first case is to calculate the area, so we will create the case 1, and under case 1 we will use here statement, one output statement, system dot out dot print. We will print here the one message, let us use ln, print one message, print okay, your entered choice is okay. We can print one message here that your entered choice is choice, that is 1, you have entered 1. Choice variable will store the choice entered by the user, that what he or she wants to do, and then we will I will copy this statement from here and I will use this here. Okay, and here entered side of the triangle. Entered side of the squares, not triangle, square. And here we we will use this side. Whatever the values user will enter, that will be displayed, okay, in both the statements. If user enter 1, it will say your enter choice is 1, your enter side square is side, okay. And here we will calculate system dot out dot print. First, in the first, if user enter 1 choice, then we have to print the area of the square, 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 area of the square. Area of the square is in the bracket. We will use here side into side, side into side, and if we run this code, okay, let's say class compile, no syntax error. This is not complete. We have just completed a certain portion. If I enter here 1 and then side as 4, and we will run this code. So you can see your enter choice is 1 and enter side is square of the side is enter side of the square is 4 and area of the square is 16. So now every case is terminated by break statement, so we can use here break, and after that we will define next case. So to use the next case, I will copy this and I will paste it here, and here should be case. Case is a keyword, remember this. She should be small while typing. Switch is a keyword, as all these the keywords. So keywords are always written in small. Even break is a keyword, okay. Break statement is used. So, once the break statement is executed, what will happen? The compiler control will come out of the body of this switch body, and it will not execute the next case, okay. So here rest of the statement will remain same. Here next requirement as per our program is to calculate the parameter, and last one is diagonal of square. So now here will be the perimeter of square, perimeter of the square. So perimeter of the square is 4s, that is 4 side, okay. And similarly we will copy this again. I'm going to copy this again and we will paste it here, and we will name it as case 3, and here will be the diagonal of the square, diagonal of the square. And diagonal of the square is under root 2 side, sorry, under root 2. So square root of 2 into side. So square root value is 1.41. This is the 1.412, okay, 1.414. So under root 2 is equivalent to 1.414, okay. This is the value of, if we find out the under root or square root of 2, we will get the value 1.414. So we can use this value, okay. And next is default. Default means if the value stored in this choice variable doesn't match with any one of the case constant, okay, then what will happen? The default will be executed. Default will be executed only if none of the case constant matches with the value stored in this control variable, that is choice. So, okay, this we had already discussed while covering up the theoretical portion of switch statement. So if you recall it, and we will use here this output statement, one output statement, and we will use one message, that invalid choice. Okay, you have entered invalid choice. It depends what message you want to display. So we can use here that you have entered invalid choice. You have entered, or you can simply write invalid choice. You have entered invalid choice. Invalid choice. Now if we run this code, Okay, now I'm going to run this. So we'll write here 1. Okay, for the choice, and earlier we have entered 1. Now let us enter here 3 for as a choice, and side as 5. And if you click on OK, so you can see here diagonal of the square. Okay, and similarly if I want here 2 and here 7, then it's perimeter of square. And if user enter choice, let us suppose 4, and side, any side, since there is no, as per the program we can see here only 3 cases are there, there is no 4th case, and this means none of the case constant. If value stored in the choice variable is 4, none of the case constant value will matches with the value stored in the variable. And what will happen? Okay, the output will be, this default will be executed, and it will print you have entered invalid choice. So let us see, have a look here. You can see here you have entered invalid choice. So now remember this, if you want to omit these statements, you can omit these statements, still our program will be complete. Okay, that doesn't make any difference. If you want to omit these statements, you can omit it. Okay, it's just to make the program more readable, the output of the program more readable as per the program. Otherwise still our program is complete. Okay, if we enter here 1 and then 6, 7, so you can see program is running. Area of square is as per the correct choice entered by the user. So even if we want to omit those 2 statements from each case, so we can omit it. So it depends upon you, that whether you want to omit it or whether you want to keep those statements. That makes those 2 statements in each case is making the output more readable. Okay, so this completes the explanation of this program, that is program number 16.